start standing tall. Feet hip distance apart, press your feet down into the ground. Align through your spine, so ankles, knees, hips and shoulders in line. Lengthening your lower back, softening your shoulders, and then circling your shoulders around. So just get some nice big rotations into your shoulder joints. Forward, up, back and down. So really feel that full circle through your shoulders. Standing tall. Have your knees slightly soft so they're not completely locked. Feet are pushing into the ground, your head and neck lifting high. And then let your shoulders relax down your back, and we'll turn your head from side to side. So turn, look over one shoulder, come back through the middle and turn the other way. So just going through a full range of movement from left to right. Stretching into your neck, into your shoulder, making sure that you're not twisting your body as your head turns. So your shoulders stay forward. And then stay in the middle and tilt your head, drop your ear to your shoulder. Come up and change. Tilting up, ear to shoulder, and then straight up. And then stay in the centre. Bend your elbows up, soften your shoulders, pin your elbows to your sides, and then open and close your hands. So pushing back to open across the front of your chest. Not arching your back. So you're not arching and you're not staying here and opening. You've got that softness in your shoulders. Elbows pulling in. Noticing where you feel it. Can you feel a stretch in your arms, in your chest, in your back? Elbows pull in as your hands rotate open. And then relax your arms down. We'll tighten through your core muscles, so tummy, pelvic floor, glutes, and we'll rise up onto your toes, heels lift and lower. Press with the ball of your foot, rise up and then lower down. So heels coming all the way up and all the way to the floor. Feeling that your legs are strong and your core muscles are strong to keep you balanced. And then we'll stay up on your toes for a few seconds, so stay up there, strong legs, strong core muscles, toes, balls of your feet pushing down into the ground, and then rest your heels down, and do the same thing again. Rise up, press the balls of your feet into the ground, keep that strength, that nice alignment down your legs. Your legs don't have to be locked out, they can be slightly soft. Feel your leg muscles working and your core muscles, glutes tight. And rest your heels down, and we'll turn one foot over. So press top of your toes, top of your foot into the ground, pushing that ankle towards the floor to stretch at the top of your foot into your ankle, but don't force it too much that you get cramp. So take it gently, but feel that stretch and hold. Relax your toes. And then release, we'll change other leg. Turn the toes to the floor, top of the toes, pressing down gently into the ground. Ankle driving towards the floor. Stretching up your foot, through your ankle, up your shin. Breathing. Relaxing your foot as much as you can as you hold the stretch. And then release that foot. And come and stand with your feet hip distance apart. We'll do some squats. So press your feet down into the ground, engage your core muscles. Sink your hips back behind you, push through your heels, drive up to stand. So squatting up and down. Feel the weight in your heels, feel that hinge of your pelvis. So as you come back, your pelvis tilting. As you come up, almost like tucking as you come up, and then lengthening through your lower back as you go back, so that you feel that in the backs of your thighs. So try to feel it in your hamstrings, in your glutes. Pushing the floor as you rise up, as you stand. Squatting up and down. Feet pressed down, glutes tighten, shoulders soft, back straight. And then we'll stay standing, engage your core muscles, we'll lift your knee, so alternate knees, one and the other. pressing the floor as your knee rises up. Core muscles tight to keep you balanced, hips stay level, so not hitching up. Shoulders soft, spine tall, core strong. And then we'll keep your feet down, and we're going to go into a lunge. So we're going to step back, drop both knees, come up, push onto the front foot, lift your knee. Take the same leg back, lunge down, push up, bring the knee forward. So lunge, push off the back foot as your knee comes forward, stabilising with the standing leg. Same leg, knee, lunge, knee, lunge, knee, lunge, knee, lunge. We'll do one more on this leg. And then we'll change legs. So small step the other way, step back, both knees bend, push from the back foot, stabilise with the front foot as the knee comes up. Lunge down, make sure weight goes into that back leg. Push up off the back leg, stabilise with the front foot. Do 3 more. Push off the back leg, stabilise with the front foot. Lunge and then knee lift. Is that 3? We'll do 1 more. And then rest that leg down. And we'll come and stand by a wall or a chair. We'll stretch your hamstrings out. So hands on the back of the chair or against the wall. Lengthen through your lower back. Stick your tailbone up behind you. Lengthening. We'll hold there. So take some nice deep breaths. Feel your heels pushing down into the ground. Soften through your body, soften your muscles, your hamstrings, your shoulders. Tilting your pelvis, belly drops towards the floor. Tailbone sticks up towards the ceiling to get that length in your legs. And then you can start to pedal out your feet. So bend one knee, straighten the other, and then switch. Pedaling, one then the other. Heel pushing down as the other knee bends. So just easing into that stretch a bit more. So not pushing too far into it, no shaking or just trying to gently move through the stretch. Kind of bouncing through it. And then we'll hold again. So heels press down, both legs lengthen. Your knees can be bent, that's perfectly fine to have your knees bent if they need to be. If you're on the wall, you can take your arms up higher to keep a nice neutral spine. You don't want too much curling in your back, so try and find that lengthening into your pelvis as you stretch. And then just breathing, trying to soften with every exhale. Feeling that length in the backs of your legs. Allowing your muscles to try and relax into the stretch. And then we'll lift your shoulders up and bring 1 foot forward, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Push your back heel down into the ground. So your front knee can be bent or straight, doesn't really matter. Just make sure that your hips are forward and your feet point forward and the back heel is rooting down really long and lengthened to that back leg. And just hold there. If you're against a wall, you can push into the wall to help give you some traction, some weight. It might help to increase the stretch. Lengthen the back legs, push your knee away, drive your heel to the floor and breathe. And then we'll change legs. So bring your feet together, front or back, and other foot forward. Check your feet point forward, check your hips are forward. Front knee can be bent or straight. Push the back heel down, long through your back knee. Hold there. Take some deep breaths. And tune into where you feel stretched. Can you feel it in the back of your knee? Can you feel it in your calf? What's the intensity of the stretch? Can you ease it? Can you soften anywhere? Shoulders, calf, leg. pushing the back heel down to the ground, lengthening through the back leg, and then we'll come back to the centre and we'll grab your band and come and stand in a nice neutral position. Take a tension on your band, bend and straighten your elbows. So hands coming up to your shoulders, pulling against the band as you straighten your arms, keeping your upper arms and elbows pinned to your sides. Keeping your core muscles engaged to help support your arms. And then keep your arms straight, lift open to the side, one arm then the other, soften your shoulder as your arm opens. So arms long, shoulders sinking, core muscles tightening, feel that stability from your core as your arms open. Core muscles keeping you really still and balanced in the middle. And then keep your arms in the centre. We'll turn your hands over and we're going to squat down. As you squat, reach your arms straight forward. As you straighten your legs, drop your arms down. So bend, reach, straighten, drop. Bend, reach, straighten, drop. So your palms are facing to the floor. You're pulling attention outwards on the band, and then you're still getting that good form in your squat. Hips back, glutes tightening as you rise up. Straight in front of you, nice long straight arms. Clench through your hands, your fingers, your wrists, all strong. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Tighten through your glutes as you push up. Make sure your back is nice and straight, posture is good. Feeling those hamstrings and glutes into the squat. Lengthening your arms. And then we'll stay standing and we're going to open. We'll do the leg start, so 1, 2, and then change, straight side leg lift. As your leg opens, the opposite arm pulls 2. So 2 with the leg, 2 with the arm. And the arm that's in the middle is nice and still, stabilising you. The leg that's in the middle is nice and still, stabilising you. So feel strength in both arms and both legs. Core muscles tightening, legs strong, shoulders soft. Feeling that brain workout to coordinate opposite arm and leg. We'll do one more on the other side, 2, and stop. And then we'll reach your arms straight forward and just pulse your arms open. So pull apart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice straight arms, strong arms, clenching with your hands, pulling open, bouncing the band. And then relax, turn your hands the other way, palms face up, come up in front of you again, arms straight, extend forward, same thing, pulsing open, but your hands, palms face up this time. Shoulders soft, neck relaxed, tummy tightening, pulsing open and closed. And then relax, rest your arms down. Relax the band for a second, so you can just loop it around the back of your head or drop it to the floor. Bring your arms out to the side, thumbs face forward, turn your thumbs to the back wall. Push back, pulsing back. So going, opening, pulsing, straight back if you can. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the pulsing movement across your chest and shoulders, opening across your chest. Forming those fists, thumbs pushing back to that furthest point that they can go, trying to find some softness in your shoulders. And then we'll come a bit higher, Y shape, pushing back. So thumbs pushing straight back, trying to keep your body pretty so you're not getting a lot of movement in your body. It's arms, shoulders, pulsing. Push the thumbs back behind you. Arms lengthened. And then rest your arms, get the band again, Clasp your hands, palms face down, and reach up to the ceiling. And bend and straighten your arms. So bend, pull the band down behind your head, straighten up to the ceiling, lengthening your arms. So stand in a nice neutral position. Check your feet. Are you pressing down into the corners of your feet? Big toe, outside edge of your foot, heel. Stand tall. Try and keep a neutral position through your back. As you pull down, your elbows bend, and you're trying to get the band behind your head so you get an opening in your chest. Soft shoulders, strong wrists. So try not to get too much like flexing of the wrist. Try and keep a nice, strong, just be aware of that your hands are pulling, you're not just letting your wrists flop as you come down. The strength is from the hands all the way down through the forearms, the elbows, upper arms and shoulders. And then relax. Bring the band now behind your back. Turn your palms face forward. Take attention or pull the band straight and lift up and down behind you. Up and down. So your hands are about shoulder distance apart, strong grip on your band. As you come up, moving through a full range of movements, so pushing up, opening your chest and down. You see my shoulders are opening, so what you don't want to be doing is shoulders forward and lifting. Try and feel that openness in your shoulders as you lift, so there's like a squeeze of your upper back as your arms lift. And then we'll hold there, so lift your arms up behind you, hold in that position. Soft shoulders, long arms, lift a bit higher. Can you extend a bit more? Can you come up a bit more behind you? Deep breath, soften through your chest. Can you lift your arms a bit higher? Breathing there, soft shoulders, open chest, and release. And drop your band down, and we'll clasp your hands together, interlock your fingers. Come all the way forward and hold there. Let your head relax. Feel that pull across your upper back. Breathe. And then release your arms, clasp behind your back. Open your chest, lengthen and lift your arms up behind you. And relax, release your arms. And find a corner somewhere. So I'm going to use this corner here of this wall. And I want you to place your hand and your elbow onto the wall and push your hand and elbow into the wall. So push as hard as you can into the wall, and you should feel an engagement, maybe in your arm and your shoulder. I can put that in my shoulder. Hand pushing, elbow pushing. It might go into your upper back, into your shoulder blade. Hold there. You can see I'm tilting, I'm leaning slightly forward to get some more weight into it. And relax, and then go the other side. So hand and elbow on the wall, 90-degree bends, push into the wall. Hand push, elbow push, hand and elbow. Check they're both pressing. Notice where you feel it. Is it the same? Shoulder, chest, arm, upper back. Pressing as hard as you can into the wall. Breathe a nice deep breath. And relax. And then we'll go back to the other side and we're going to stretch this time. Same position, hands and elbow on the wall. This time just leaning forward, so you can just gently have your hands there and lean your body forward and away. So if you're on the right arm, lean to the left. If you're on the left arm, lean to the right. And that should feel like a nice stretch. Leaning forward, taking a breath, and then change sides. So release down, give it a shake if you need to. Hands and elbow on the wall, 90-degree bends. Leaning forward. You can have a gentle press, but you're not pressing hard. You're finding the stretch on this one. So leaning forward and away from the hand to get that nice stretch, that nice opening into your shoulder, into your chest, down your arm. And then release, relax down. And we'll come down, we'll lay down on your front. So coming down onto the ground, laying on your belly, rest your head down on your hands, soften your shoulders, tighten through your core muscles, lift your leg up behind you. So one then the other, feel that full extension from your hip, through your knee to your foot. Engaging your core muscles so that your weight stays in the centre and you don't roll from side to side. Softening your shoulders. And then rest your feet down, bend one knee, pull your heel in towards your bottom, reach around and grab that foot. So just hold that stretch, heel pulling in. And then try to push the top of your foot into your hand and pull your hand into your hip. So you're activating into the stretch. Your foot is pressing away, your hand is resisting. And just take a few breaths in that stretch. Soft shoulders, jaw, head, neck. And release. Change legs. Pull your other heel in. So just hold the stretch to start with. Hold there, heel pulling in. Take some deep breaths. And then activate it. Press the top of your foot into your hand. Resist it so your hand pulls into your hip. Breathe. Hold that active stretch. And then release that leg to the ground. Bring your hands slightly wider than your shoulders and lift your chest up and down. So moving through it, you can look forward or to the floor. Soften your shoulders down your back. Squeeze your upper back as your chest lifts. Your hands are just there to support you, so try not to push up on your hands. Extending forward and then rolling down. Hips push down into the floor. Shoulders soft. And then we'll come up, we'll stay up. Place your elbows under your shoulders. Push your hands into the floor and almost like traction back. Pull back through your forearms and extend your chest forward. Looking straight forward or up to the ceiling. Soften your shoulders. Breathe into that stretch, lengthening through the front of your body and your back. Trying to feel your hips, your frontal hip points pressing into the floor. Lengthen through your feet. Push the tops of your feet down towards the floor without getting cramp. Soft shoulders. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then from there, release out of it slightly so your back curls. Tighten through your core muscles and your glutes and press your knees into the floor to come up into this forearm plank position. So you're nice lengthened back, you're not dipping down or sinking down, almost puffing up your back slightly. You can tuck your toes under, so you've got knees down, toes tucked, shoulders and elbows in line. Soften your shoulders down your back. Feel your belly lifting up to your spine. Firm tummy. And then one at a time, straighten your knee. Lengthen and down. Lengthen and down. Lengthen and down. So nice neutral position in your back. Shoulders soft. Head nice and neutral, gazing in between your thumbs on the floor. Core muscles tightening, keeping that strength in your torso. And then rest your knees down. Gently lower your hips back down to the floor. Untuck your toes. Stretch through your chest again. Shoulders back, head forward. Tops of your foot pushing towards the floor. Feet pushing towards the floor. And then relax down to the ground. And we're going to straighten one arm out to the side. So tee your arm out, nice straight line from your shoulder down to your fingertips. Bending your other hand, we're going to roll onto the shoulder. Roll onto your side and then hold that stretch there. And let your head relax. Reaching your fingertips away from you. Stacking your shoulders to get that stretch into your shoulder joint, into your chest. Breathing into that stretch. Nice strong legs, so you can really activate your legs in this position. And then roll back onto your belly or switch arms. So bring the hand in, other arm tease out, roll onto the side, let your head relax. Reach your fingertips behind you. Pushing on that front hand, straightening through the back arm. Take some deep breaths. Breathe and relax. And then rolling back over onto your tummy, come over onto your back and bring your band, reaching, straightening, one leg up to the ceiling, looping the band around the ball of your foot. Keep that length in your spine, lengthen your leg up high to the sky, your knee can be slightly bent, your leg can be low to the floor, absolutely fine. Just feel that balance between a neutral spine in your back and a stretch in your leg. And then ease that leg across your body, so keeping the band looped around, come over. The hip can lift, just come over into a comfortable, uncomfortable stretch. Down your leg. Toes pull towards you, leg lengthens. This leg can straighten the other leg if that's more comfortable, gives you a bit more space. Breathe, so softening with every exhale, softening for your hip, your glutes, your leg. And then come back through the middle, switch hands with the band and take your leg open the other way. Counterbalancing with this arm and this leg, so you will roll to the side, that's fine. Lengthen through your knee. You can again have it slightly bent. Lengthen. Breathe into that stretch again. Notice where you feel it. Inner thigh, groin, hamstrings. Breathe and relax. And then bring that leg back up to the middle and we'll switch legs. So straighten your other leg, looping the ball of your foot around the band. Holding there, heel pushing up, toes pulling down. Long through your back so you can feel your pelvis on the floor, not your lower back. This knee can be slightly soft. Try not to push to the point of shaking. Try and ease off before that point. Just breathing into the stretch. Softening with every breath. And then bring that leg across your body. So the band can come into the opposite hand. Come across so this arm, anchoring you. So you will roll, the hip will lift, that's fine. But not rolling too far. This leg, other leg can be bent or straight, whichever feels. If it feels it's in the way, just lengthen it, get it out of the way. This knee, so the ceiling can be slightly bent. Pull your toes towards you. And try and relax. So in these stretches, trying to find the release, the ease in the effort. And then switching, open to the other side, hand, same leg. Counterbalance with this arm, let this knee flop out to counterbalance. So again, your pelvis can tilt slightly, that's fine. Leg lengthening, pulling the toes up higher to make it harder, releasing away from you to make it an easier stretch. And again, softening, and notice the rest of your body as well. Have you brought tension to your shoulders, your arms or your jaw, your tummy, your hips? So when you're releasing the tension, not only in the leg but in the whole body, floppy, relaxed muscles. We'll take 2 more nice deep breaths. And then pull that leg back, get to the middle, drop the band, and hug your knees into your chest. Hug your knees. And then cross one leg over the other and hug your knees again. So filling that bit more into the hip. Deep breaths. And then switch legs. Other leg, cross over, hug your knees in. Lengthen your back as your knees pull in. Breathing into that stretch. Stretching into your hips. And then drop your feet back down to the ground. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop apart. Bring your arms into a Y shape. So the backs of your hands, elbows sinking into the ground, and your chest sinking into the floor. Knees are heavy. Chin is slightly tucked. Just take some nice deep breaths there. Let your arms be heavy. Let all the muscles in your pelvis relax. Again, scanning through your body from head to toe to notice the areas of tightness or tension. Sink your upper back to the floor. Sink your hips to the floor. Heavy arms, heavy knees. Take one more deep breath in and out. Release your arms around. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees. Pull your knees together and then we'll come up to sit. Rolling onto one side, doing it with nice alignment and posture. Coming into a comfortable sitting position. Reach both arms straight in front of you and hug your arms around your back. Soften your shoulders, lengthen your neck. Sink down through your shoulders, reaching around your back. Take some nice deep breaths there. Feel that expansion in your chest underneath your hands as you breathe. And then change arms, other arm on top. Fingertips reaching all the way to your shoulder blades. Sink your shoulder blades down your back, shoulders down your back. Lengthen your neck. Breathe into that stretch. Breathe into your hands. Nice deep breath, softening the shoulders, the upper back as you breathe. Release. Bring one arm across your body and hug that arm in, sinking your shoulder down, hold that stretch. This arm gently tugging in, but trying to keep nice and neutral, so you can twist and bend to allow it. The arm is hugging in, gentle tension, the shoulder is sinking down. Breath. And release. Other arm, reach across your body. Get to where you can go naturally, reach under, hug in a bit more. Soften the shoulders, sit tall. And breathe. Sink the shoulder down, hug in a bit closer. And release. Rest your arms down, take a deep breath in, lift your spine tall. And as you exhale, you can relax, and we'll finish there. Well done.